Hello everybody and welcome to Solano Community College, where we have a great soccer matchup today between your Solano Lady Falcons and the Contra Costa Comets. I'm Stash Moita. Joined in the booth with me is a lovely Remington Green and a newbie, Nick Dolan. Nick, how you doing today?
Hey, how you doing? Glad to be here.
Yeah, great to have you in the booth. You know, we got a great soccer matchup here. Remington, what's your predictions for today?
I'm predicting a very one-sided game today. Solano and Contra Costa are both coming off of losses. However, the loss for Contra Costa was a 13-1 loss from Mendocino. So I think that hurt them a little bit, and we'll see if they can come back, but I think it might be a one-sided game today.
Yeah, you know, Nick, your first time in the booth. I know you were a soccer player at Armio High School, and we have a fellow alumni of yours, Sydney Schoberg. Tell me a little bit about her.
Great striker, great left foot on her. She's going to be deadly today. I see a couple goals. There's two. They look strong today. I feel like if they play with their pace, they can play with. I see a 4-1 victory for Solano today, Falcons.
Oh, very strong prediction. Remington?
I would say it's going to be, I like Nick's prediction there. That was a great number. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna agree.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to go with your guys' same flow, Solano with the victory. I'm not going to predict a score, though, just because if Danelle Hendershot's in the goal, she's not allowing a goal. It's going to be 4-0 or 1-0, you know, even though it looks like Contra Costa may be playing a man down today.
Yes.
A little short-handed, so that's going to be a tough uphill battle with this deep Solano bench. It's going to be an exciting matchup, and thanks again for tuning into the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports.
There you go, Stosh. Way to bring us in.
Hey, just almost getting ready for kickoff here, and it's been a while since we got to do the Lady Falcons game up here inside the Falcons' nest. Right now, Solano has an overall record of 4-7-3, 3-3 in conference, and like Remington said, they're coming off a loss in their last game. They were actually at Fresno and lost 5-0 in that game, but Fresno's a very tough opponent, so we'll see here if Solano can get back on the winning track against Contra Costa today.
Big hitters for Contra Costa are going to be Mary Salazar, Diana Guzman, and Abigail Perez, who's a freshman actually on the team, but she's holding her weight. Perez actually is starting 13 of 13 games, so she's, as a freshman, she's still coming on just like our Solano's own Sarah Lysenko with her 14 games played but 13 games started.
And here we go. The ball is on the pitch, and we're here live action for some Solano Lady Soccer. So you see here Solano just dumping it back in the field for the game now, working up the high sideline, just using a nice little triangle formation there. Drops it back to number 18, Amanda Hatzel.
I'm looking for Falcons today to kind of run them down with the Contra Costa being down a player. I just think that they should use their stamina against these guys.
Now, should they start running and gunning right here, or should they find a nice pace to?
I'd look for a nice little pace, move the ball around, let these girls work a little. Solano's very good at moving the ball, especially at their home field. So,
yeah, home field definitely plays a factor here in the Falcons' nest. It's usually windy as we're near Cordelia, California, here in Fairfield, California, and the wind is sweeping from our back from south to north here. As Solano gets the ball deep into the Comet territory, and Sydney Schoberg tries a cross to the middle, and nothing's there, and booted away by the Comets defense, but not quite cleared away. Solano continues possession here on the Comets side of the field.
just keep it simple. That's what I need to do. Keep it simple.
Oh, what a beautiful ball there. Schoberg, she shoots, tries to cross it, and looks like Jennifer Dessel just couldn't quite get to it, but that was a good ball from Jordan Hish to set up Schoberg for that.
That was nice 1-2 touches, and looks like Schoberg was caught in two minds there. Wasn't sure if she's going to shoot that or maybe play like cross field. But good start from the Falcons.
And it looks like Christy Garcia is going to have a long day ahead of her. She's the only goalkeeper on the Contra Costa squad. And although they are a man down, she's got nobody that could switch places with her. So.
Well, that's what you mean when you say you're playing man down, right, Remington?
Stosh, I would like to say that a team could be man down. However, they have different players that can play in different positions. Therefore, Christy Garcia has a long game ahead of her because she has no one that will switch positions with her, unlike, perhaps another teammate and another teammate. Okay?
Great explanation.
Ah, thanks, Stosh.
Remington Green, part of our great speech and debate team here at Solano College. You can check her out at Speech Nights coming up shortly, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hear me talk about crickets.
Oh, good ball. Schoberg out in front. And it's going to be an offside, just barely.
Great idea against these 10 girls here. Make those through balls work. Worked them.
Now, what
That was tight.
What could have they done better there, Nick?
Schoberg should have, read the last defender, stayed level with her, and maybe a little more communication. But it was overall a great through ball from the middle.
Good analysis. It's nice to have somebody that actually has played soccer in the booth. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I want to apologize to viewers out there. We're having a little technical difficulties with our scoreboard, so we will be keeping you up to date on the score till the guys in the booth get that fixed. And our great crew down there will have it fixed in no time. Got faith in them.
Great crew.
Dessel steals the ball away there. It's deep in the high side of Solano's defense, and it's going to stay. Comet ball. This is a pretty slow-paced game so far today.
Yeah, it's kind of, both sides trying to figure each other out so far.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling each other. I think Solano needs to get a little more hold of the ball, share it with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Let everyone get a little touch.
Definitely is early, though, in the game. I think they're trying to find their feet here, find their footing, and then pretty soon it'll take off, and it will be live action, like Stosh said earlier.
Live action. Oh, I love that show. Do you even know where that's from, Remington?
Isn't it like a? Don't they say it? It's like a bug guy, right?
It's a turtle man.
Like a turtle man. Yeah.
Turtle man.
That was close.
Live action.
That's yeah.
Good ball up. Solano trying to get the ball out of their defensive zone. They can't quite do that there, but Jordan Hish gets the ball, and they're scooting the ball upfield. Change of possession here right into the foot of number 14, Darian Sir. Darian just kind of pulls back, drops it back to her defender, Kyla Williams. Oh, it's stolen away here by Abigail Perez, and Abigail staying with it. One-touch pass back to Abigail. Trying to do a little deke move, trying to get around the defender, but the Falcons are just swarming all around the ball and doing an excellent job on D to clear the danger away. Gets right back up to Jennifer Dessel. Oh, good move there by number 6, Jasmine Calderon, to hold the ball and keep possession for Solano. Oh, good ball. Trying to get it through the midfield here. Just looks like a bunch around the circle. It almost looks like a drill out there, Nick.
It's just a bunch of, with a lot of girls in the middle, just kind of, they're swarmed in there. It looks like the Commons are trying to use that with their, a man disadvantage. They're trying to swarm them inside, and Solano's trying to break them down, but they're doing a good job, the Commons, with the offside trap. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I definitely think, like you said, the offside trap is going to be very useful in this game, playing with only 10 players on the field.
Right.
So they have to come up with something to.
You can see that's definitely their game plan. They're moving up any chance they have a chance for a through ball, and Solano's just gonna have to unlock and maybe move the ball wide and get it going again.
Yeah, maybe they should just send a deep ball, just have somebody go get it.
I'll tell you that, you keep doing that all game, and you'll wear them down.
Yeah. So a little over 10 minutes or 5 minutes allowed into the game. Still scoreless here inside the Falcons' nest. Oh, here comes Solano. They got a good head of steam. A couple of defenders to beat, and she keeps it going. Good ball up to Schoberg. Schoberg over to Sir. Oh, she was one step away. It's going into the corner, and it's going to slow up before it goes out, so Sir's going to have to control it. And fighting for it. And, man, she still has possession. Schoberg sends it middle. Hish trying to come out of there. She couldn't quite get the ball. Oh, good little chip pass. Stolen away by number 7, Lucy Barbosa Morisco.
You just got that feeling that if Solano keeps pushing like this, they're going to find a goal soon.
Oh, a little
push. The more the game goes on, the more the Commons will wear out. Solano doesn't want to get complacent either, though.
Yeah, I know Coach Cardinal right now, he's probably drawing something up on his board to see how to attack this Comets defense, and I'm pretty sure he'll come up with something, and we'll get a goal here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Once you're 10 minutes into the game, you as a coach start to see the players start to, unfold into their positions, so we'll see something spark up soon.
Oh, Dessel couldn't quite control it there as the Comets retained possession, and doing a good job by working the ball through the middle. A little bit behind Julia Lima. Into the foot of Nicole Galvin. Oh, stolen away by Schoberg. Only the goalie to beat here. One-on-one, mano-y-mano. She shoots, and she scores!
1, 2, 3, 4.
And that is a Falcon goal, 1-0 in the 37th minute. Or that's 8th minute. There we go. I was trying to do math there.
Great start from Solano. Great finish. Just perseverance from Schoberg. That's why she makes a difference in the team. She goes after it. She's a great defender as well, and she finished quality finish.
Yeah, you were there when she was playing at Armio. Has she gotten better since the last time you
know
seen
what?
her?
She wouldn't. Her freshman year, she wouldn't have kicked that with her right foot. She would have moved it on to her stronger left foot, and that was a good finish with her weaker foot. So proud to see her do that. Nice finish.
There you go. So 1-0 Solano, and like we were just saying, Coach Cardinal's going to draw something up. He didn't have that after that time with Schoberg coming up with the big play. Stolen away by Darian Sir. And Sir is just speeding right by this back line, and she's all by herself in the corner. She's going to slow it down, look for help. Sends it over to Jasmine Coldrion. Jasmine gets it over to Sydney. Sydney turns. She shoots! Off the crossbar. Controlled by Dessel and sent back to Coldrion. Schoberg. Left foot, and it's blocked away by number 7, Lucy Barboza Mariscal.
And this is what the Commons did not want to have. This is the worst start. We're playing with a man down, already a goal down within 10 minutes. They wanted to keep it contact, keep it tight, and this is the worst start. And now the Solano just got momentum now. And I sense a big score here, and we could see another 13-1.
You know, I was really impressed right there by by Darian Sir. She just kind of kicked it up and went by herself and just sped right by that back defensive line.
Maybe that's a bit harsh. Shouldn't say 13-1.
The ball's down, shot, up and over, and it's no good. If that was football, that would be 3 points, but this is soccer. You got to go under the bar, not over it.
You should try a field goal.
Hey. I know a couple of NFL teams can use some field goal kickers right now.
That's true.
And checking in for Solano is number 11, Jelena Hust. So here we go, back to action here. Comets need to answer. They need to dictate the pace. Playing with the man down is going to be really crucial to them. Just control the ball right out the first half. You know, you want to keep this 1-0 right now. You don't want to allow any more damage, and that's going to be an offsides call. She was 2 steps ahead.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Common sometimes when you're playing with, a man down, you want that technical brilliance, special talent. This is where you got to push. And they just need one moment of brilliance. They got to take advantage of it. That's the key thing. When you're playing with less people, you have to take advantage of your opportunities. So far, Solano has.
Collins pushing up right into the head of Jordan Hish. Little turn and go. Good footwork. Gets it over to Coldrion. Drops it back to Kyla Williams. All the way up over to number 5, Kelsey Hamster. And ball is out. It's a foot race. Who's going to get it? And it's going to be the goalie, Christy Garcia. So, Remy, what do you think the Comets are going to have to do here to get back into this game?
They're going to have to do a lot of running because they got to keep up with the extra player that Solano's got, or the standard player that Solano's got. And they're also going to need to, stay resilient. You know, there's one goal on them, and it's always so easy to get, quick to be defeated. But I think it's important for them to realize that it's only one goal, and they've still got a lot of game left, despite the circumstances that they are a man down. But I think they have a chance no matter what. It's just who wants it more. So we'll see.
Oh, right into the foot of Darian Sir. And Darian, a couple defenders tailing her. She puts a shot on net, and it's blocked away by Christy Garcia. Is it going to be a corner? Did she get a finger on it? And yes, she did, so it's going to be a corner kick for the Falcons.
Lightning pace there from Sayer. Just burned the defenders. Just a little bit less on the quality of the finish, but great play down the wing.
Yeah, it seems like this low side defense can't really keep up with Sir, because every time she's coming down the field, she can just kick it right up and just blow right by him.
That's all she needs. One touch, she's gone.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's where that playing the woman down right now really comes into play.
Correct.
Because you can really double team her if you're getting beat, but right now you got to man mark everybody you have out there. Solano controlling the possession. They just want to keep their attack going. Oh, good idea by Hish. But nobody was there to for some backside help.
I tell you, the Commons could use someone like Sir right now. Speed kills, especially when you're down further.
Yeah, speaking of speed kills, big game tonight. Giants-Royals, game 1 of the 2014 World Series. You know,
Born in San Francisco, so come on, Giants.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, I'm calling the Royals in 6, man. Lorenzo Cain MVP, that team's just too hot right now. Oh, look at this ball. Just go out and get it, and Schoberg is called with the offsides penalty.
I'm still just a bitter A's fan.
You and me both, Remy. You and me both.
Sad times.
I think experience beats speed in that one.
Yeah.
Giants in 4.
Have you seen the new headlines for what they're calling the World Series? Dynasty versus Destiny. Which I don't see how a team can be a dynasty when you win a World Series, you don't make the playoffs. Win a World Series, don't make the playoffs. I don't get it.
Hey, you know, all that matters is the rings.
Yeah, coming from an A's fan, hey, we got 9. Catch up.
So anyways, on the soccer field.
Yeah, here we go. Coming up the high side is
Just like
Michelle
the Falcons, they're a
Commandi.
dynasty.
And it rolls out of bounds here. It's going to be Comet ball. With 31 minutes left here in the first half. It's just booted back to Amanda Hatzel. Hatzel gives it to Williams. Williams, good ball up. Can't quite see the number over on that far side, but good pass. Right on top of the box. This is a dangerous zone, and the Comets are just sitting on it like there's no damage. Like,
You would think they'd be a little more cautious with
yeah.
the woman down. Not the best defending there.
Solano controlling the ball now. Just dropping it back, just eating up the clock, trying to find those empty lanes. Trying to get it over to Sir, and Sir is all wide alone. Look at this. She's getting the ball up. She cuts back. Good pass to Hish. Comes back to Sir. Sir kicks it, and
Oh, that was close.
just over the crossbar. Good foot. Man, Sir is having herself a game so
She's
far.
playing. She's going to get a goal soon. I have that feeling. She looks good today. Maybe it's those shoes.
Yeah, the bright green. What are those, Nikes? Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice.
Are those like mint green? Let's ask Remy. Are those mint or?
They're a little too dark to be a mint green. So, but I mean, to Nike standards, those could perhaps count as a mint green.
I'm Irish. I like green, so hey.
Then why aren't you? an
Green
A's
is
fan?
my favorite color. But I do like the pink cleats. They're my favorite.
That's always something cool to watch. You know, that's what watching soccer. Everybody has different cleats on, or boots, as they
Right.
call them over in Europe.
Boots.
Soccer boots. Here comes the Comets with a little head of steam. Let's see if they can find one in the back of the net and turn the tide on the Falcons. A good ball to the high side. One touch, she shoots. It is scooped up by the goalie, Danelle Hendershot.
Solano will be a bit concerned by that getting broken down easily with a woman advantage. But it was a good play from the Commons. They want to take more of those opportunities.
Just trying to work the high side. Goes out of bounds. Falcons ball. Falcons doing a good job right now. They're winning the possession time. They're winning the little battles. Not allowing Comets to get any momentum. They're winning on the scoreboard. And excellent first half so far for the Falcons. So the Comets take the ball out now. Fighting on the high side. Trying to work it through, but Solano gobbles that one up. Trying to get the ball to Schoberg, and it's booted away. Little one touch. Another Falcon there. Seems like almost any loose ball, Solano's just taking advantage of it.
Oh, they just look hungrier today. They're playing well, as you said, all aspects of the game. They don't look like they're going to be beat today, and they look formidable out there.
And it is important to note that Contra Costa is a very freshman-heavy team. So it's still part of that whole, who does what, how do we, work together. So it still could be just them trying to get it together. I know they're a little bit over the beginning mark of the season, but something like that kind of takes a little bit of time. I know some of the girls on Solano, like Jordan Hish, Amanda Hatzel, Desiree Lewis, Danelle Hendershot, they all played together at Wood. So, I mean, they still got that kind of chemistry, but Contra Costa's still trying to find their way.
That ball's down, and it's on the high side, trying to fight for possession. She misfoots that one right into the feet of Solano Lady Falcons.
Contra Costa does look a little bit tired.
Yeah, doing a lot of running.
Yes.
Darian Sir, once again, one move into the corner, all by herself. Good cross. Oh, this could be dangerous here. Jillian Hust. Oh, good move. She shoots, and it's blocked away by Christy Garcia. Seemed like she had help for Solberg in the middle, huh?
She wanted that goal. She wanted the glory there. You can tell the Falcons love this left-hand side. This is their place. They're feeding Sir, and they're looking for Schober. But, good play.
And it looks like Jordan Hish and number 11, Jelena Hust, are going out. And number 3, Desiree Lewis, and number 2, Jennifer Dessel, are going back into play. Fresh legs. It's very important on the Solano squad. They got a lot of girls to rotate out, so that's also just a dangerous, dangerous combination for Contra Costa today.
Oh, it's blocked down by the goalie. Trying to shot on net, just turns and kicks. Not enough on it. Put it away by the Comets, and there's Williams there trying to break it in for a goal. Kyla Williams is leading the team with 7 goals on this year. So look for her coming out of the backfield to find the back of the net here pretty soon. That ball's still in play. It's going to be Falcon ball. A little bit, 25 minutes left here in the first half. Score is 1-0. Your Lady Falcons over the Contra Costa Comets.
A lot of gaping holes in the Commons defense. Every time Solano goes to attack, they seem vulnerable. Could see another couple goals in this first half.
It just seems the pace of play it isn't what we're used to seeing from this Solano team. We're used to seeing a little bit more of a fast-paced offense, you know, little short passes. But today they've been kind of slowing it down, being methodical, and really choosing. They have that time playing with that man down, right?
I think that's why they're doing that style of play. Is they're kind of in their mindset. They know slowly but surely they just play their game simple. The Commons will wear down. They're executing it perfectly right now.
And the early mistake by the Comets, that's the reason why they're down 1-0, with Sydney Schoberger stealing the ball away. Nobody to beat. She finds the net. And
that's all it takes, is a mistake.
Yeah, but that was actually Sydney Schoberger's 6th goal on the year, and she also has 6 assists. So 6 and 6, she's doing an excellent job this year. Trying to work ball in the high corner. Oh, good little touch and go by number 3, Desiree Lewis. Sends it to the middle. Header, no.
Nice grab.
Christy Garcia showing some leather there.
She's pretty solid for, you know, having the ball be over there for the most part of the game.
Oh, this could be trouble here. Deanna Guzman coming up the high side, and who is it there to defend her? Once again, number 14, Darian Sir, having herself a game. Just steals that ball away. Scooped up, back up by Julia Lima. And Sir's just doing a good job by just staying in front of her. She's not getting turned around. And that's booted away into the weeds.
Sir's got that speed on offense and defense. Tough to go by her.
Great protection there by Sarah Lysenko. Like I mentioned before, she's another freshman on the team, but she has definitely proved herself this season, you know, with having little experience.
So there's a little confusion on the play. We have one Contra Costa player that went and got the ball in the weeds while the game was still playing. She thought it was a corner. She's looking around like, what's going on?
Down to 9 girls there.
Oh, if anybody from Contra Costa touched that, that should have been offside. Says, oh, good shot on net, and Hendershot scoops it up. Pretty easy for Danelle Hendershot, the sure-handed goalie for the Solano Lady Falcons.
Hendershot needs to make sure she's on her game today, just in case I don't get too confident with the man advantage.
Oh, stolen away there by Jennifer Dessel. So Hatzel sends that one up. And this is going to be a foot race. Desiree Lewis going up. She has Schoberg in the middle. She tries to cross and just couldn't get enough foot on it to get it over to Schoberg, but it's going to roll out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for the Comets.
Again, another great through ball down the middle. That's what they're doing. Those through balls are key, especially against a rundown Comets team. And, you know, if she had that a little bit better execution, Schoberg was free for a second goal.
A little bit of miscommunication on the field there.
And there's Williams taking the ball to the low side. She puts a shot on net. She just kind of chunks that one.
Maybe
Didn't get all of it. This ball is up, and it's just floating around midfield here. Comets doing an excellent job trying to make what they have right now, working their way up. Doing a lot better attacking the past 5 to 7 minutes, I will say that.
Number 7, Lucy, and number 12 on the squad, Deanna Guzman, are both working together, working hard. 14 with a nice pass to right off her back, actually. To Sydney Schoberg, wide
ball.
open.
Look at that, good ball. Schoberg coming down all alone. Just the goalie to beat. Strong foot, and oh! That's 2 crossbars a day for Sydney Schoberg.
Oh, she could have a hat trick by now. It's unlucky. Great speed once again, and just a great shot. Just unlucky.
Garcia is thanking her lucky stars for that one. Small defensive kick by Sarah Linsenko. Up to Kyla Williams, who's going to pass it up.
And here's another go ball to Jennifer Dessel. Just a goalie to beat. She comes out. She kicks it right out her legs. That's always a tough shot. Going to high side. No call there. Colrion. She sends a shot on net, and it's a goal. Wow. What a good shot by Jasmine Colrion. With 20 minutes left to play in the first half, Nick, kind of walk us through what just happened right there.
You could see that coming. The Comets defense just really draining energy right now. And there's Calderon free on the right. Great run from the midfield. And a great through ball, and she executed perfectly. Goalie was out of position. Good shot, and it's 2-0.
I think that the goalie thought she was going to try to cross it, so she kind of held her position a little bit, which left that near side goal open to get into the net.
Yeah, a little misread by Garcia there. But she's learning. She's getting a lot of touches today, so good luck to her.
So it's 2-0 Falcons with a little under 20 minutes to play here in the first half, and it's been all Falcons all day. Contra Costa playing with the man down. It's kind of been the theme of the day, and Solano's speed has just been too hot to handle. Kind of like what's going to happen to the Giants tonight, as the Royals going to steal on bases left and right.
Easy there, easy there.
I got to keep getting my digs in.
It seems, though, that the game has picked up speed a little bit more than anticipated, which is a nice turn of events. I don't think we're ever going to get to 13-0, though. Maybe a little bit more than 4, but perhaps not 13.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. It could be swung the other way, too. You never know what Contra Costa has up the sleeves. And this ball is just one of those go and get them. And the goalie's coming out. She's just going to boot it away. Good goalie play by Christy Garcia.
Maybe their bus is like delayed on the freeway, got like a flat tire, and then help is on the way.
Oh, another ball to Schoberg. She shoots, and right at the feet. And here comes Dessel. Dessel shoots and scores! 3-0. Solano.
Wow. This is starting to become a riot now.
This kind of looks like the Brazil-Germany game a little bit.
It's starting to remind me of that. And the Comets look a little more deflated now. That's 3 goals in the opening half. That's not easy, especially with the woman down.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, Solano is just beating them with the speed. Just flat out, they're out-conditioned. That's what it comes down to.
Kelsey Hamister is getting swapped out. For 11, Jelena Huss is coming back in. And number 10, Sydney Schoberg, swapping out with Jordan Hish, number 4. Giving Schoberg a little break there. Keeping her legs fresh for the second half. Where I think Solano just might get the game going.
You know what? If you're Contra Costa right now, it's all about Just stop the bleeding. Just hold on to the ball for a little bit, regain possession, just get a feel to get back in this game, probably get one, help with the cosmetics, look on the score clock. Oh, man, and here comes Jordan Hish. Jordan Hish looking to center it. Nobody's there. It gets booted away right into the hands of Christy Garcia.
And you got to say, the Commons had their best spell of the game while they were down 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
They had a good 5-10 minute period where they were creating chances. But maybe they just pushed too many girls forward and opened themselves up in the back. And 2 quick goals kind of put you down a little bit. You know, if they keep it up, who knows what can happen in soccer.
Yeah, I'm looking at shots on goal, 12-2 in favor of Solano. So this game's mostly been one-sided here. Hopefully the Comets can get something rolling. It's going to stay Falcon ball. And while the ball is rolling around, let's do a little station identification. You're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Falcon sports.
Have you ever thought about like announcing NASCAR, Stosh?
NASCAR.
I feel like you would make a very great NASCAR announcer.
What? He made a left turn and another left turn. And look at that, another left turn.
Yeah.
I actually do like NASCAR though.
Do you really?
Junior 88, that's my car.
Seriously?
Yep.
Ugh.
Oh, wow.
I go to Sears Point every year, watch him run.
Go Kyle Busch.
Now Nick is my favorite second announcer.
Who's your first? Yourself?
Oh, ouch. No, my partner, Mike.
Oh, okay. So there's a good save by Hendershot there as the Solano Falcons are leading 3-0.
But I mean, if, myself was an option.
Jordan Hish taking away that ball, and here comes Kyler Williams. Williams just booting it up off the head. This is another go and get me, and they're just wearing him down by just sending the balls deep.
Looks like that's their game.
Oh,
through balls.
Can she get a floater in there? And it's just going to roll wide left. Wow. That could have been dangerous. They just
playing a dangerous game. Look a little disconjointed out there.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a throw-in for Solano. Little dump and go. Surge is dropping it back to Williams. Williams sent it to the high side. Good little curve on that kick. Can send it right to her feet. Trying to get to Desiree Lewis, not going to work. And Jasmine going out to get the ball here. Turns it upfield. Stops, works it through her legs, through the 5-hole. It just dumps it back to Jordan Lewis. Lewis to Williams, all alone at the top of the box. One step, she shoots, and that's a goal. Solano, 4-0.
And that should pretty much wrap this one up here. 4 goals in the first half. It's, it's a good confidence boost after their loss last week. But good performance.
Yeah, they lost
to bounce back.
Like you said, they lost to Solano to Fresno 5-0. And they scored 9 goals in that game against Marin. So this team does have the potential to put up goals as we are seeing so far here today. But it's just the consistent play that's been kind of lacking a little bit.
Yeah, and this is a perfect game now with Commons playing down man and Solano up 4-0 comfortable. I would, as a coach, work on your tactics here. You got a healthy lead. Try some new formations. What can work against the top teams?
Mm-hmm. This
is your chance to do it. It's a live training.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's no better training than actually in the game. Yep. Trying to work the ball up on the high side. And Contra Costa just trying to find one on the scoreboard. Get a little momentum going into the second half. That's going to be crucial for Contra Costa right now. Oh, and here's another one. And going back is number 5, Nazrana Kahan. She just boots it back to her goalie.
At what point can you just kick it back to the goalie? Just any point you can?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Goalie just can't pick it up.
Yep.
Do you think in this game it'll be beneficial to keep kicking it back to the goalie?
As in for the Commons or?
For Solano. As in,
Solano,
like, is it beneficial for Solano for them to keep kicking it back to the goal?
Well, for Solano right now, the best thing to do is just keep the foot on the gas and keep working with what you have going. But to answer your question though, if they were back in their zone, I would say kick it back to the goalie just to kill the clock, like Nick was saying.
Definitely, yeah.
Because that's a tactic you guys use when you're up 1-0. You don't want to allow a goal at the later stages.
You want to see them play too. You know, you want to see them work their formation out, or do some new tactics, get other players a chance.
Yeah, or just leave some of your starters in and get them hot. Get them hot for the rest of the season. Get that confidence builder. Get them a couple goals in a game, maybe a hat trick. Who knows?
Bump up those stats.
Yeah. Get somebody that can lead your team, that can carry your team all the way, and hopefully make the playoffs. Shot and off the crossbar, off the goalie, and it's in. Wow.
Oh, what a shot!
How did that just happen?
Great strike. That was a great left foot. Just unlucky for the goalie. He turns around. That ball cannons right back over. And Solano goes 5 goals in 1 half.
Yeah, and that was Jordan Lewis with the goal. And it seems that Christy Garcia is a little shaken up on that play, so hopefully she's okay.
She may be missing a couple teeth now.
It did hit her in the back, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, let's not forget, Solano has a great sports medicine program headed by Allie here. Fantastic. Always making sure our athletes are doing well, keeping them stretched out. We do have Brittany Wheeler down with a torn meniscus. But that clearly doesn't seem to be affecting the play of the game at all today. But Garcia looks like she's okay. She's fine. Girls are tough.
It just shows you the depth the Falcons have compared to the Commons. They have players out, and they're still up 5-0. And Brittany's a good player too.
So the Comets just looking to slow down this onslaught of Solano offense so far, and it's just hard to do playing a man down. I mean, we just keep saying it over and over.
I know,
but
yeah.
you know what the thing is in soccer, that's a huge.
It's really important.
It's huge, especially when both these teams are kind of battling at the bottom of the Contra Costa is 1-5 on the year. They're not playing their best soccer. Maybe they don't have 11 players potentially, or their roster's hurt.
Goals change mindset. To tell you they can grab a goal in this game, it may change their attitude on the rest of the season. That's how it goes, even in the second half.
And the last time they played Solano, actually, the score was 8-1 in September. So maybe Solano is just coming out hungry, looking for a bigger score there. So, I mean, they have the ability to get one on the goal. So.
But you know what the number one thing they're looking for is that 0. They don't want that 1, they want that 0.
The goose egg.
That goose egg.
And that's what the coach will be telling them as well. Get that shutout.
Yeah, don't worry about scoring anymore. Just keep the defense. Don't let them score. That's a bigger momentum builder than anything else.
Defense is so key. Wins championships.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good ball. High side. Can she get it crossed? She crosses it in, and goalie scoops it up. Good job by Garcia. With under 9 minutes to play here in the first half, 5-0 Lady Falcons over the Contra Costa Comets.
Nick, when you played, what position were you?
I was center midfield.
Oh.
Middle of the.
So you
the ball a lot.
You did a lot of running.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
If you could have been
in there.
So there's 2 balls over there. See, I would have actually tried to kick the one that was not in play, that was just sitting there. Like, hey, it's still in.
Little decoy there.
Yeah. Kind of like what the Rams did to the Seahawks with that punt return this past weekend.
We needed that. The Niners needed that. That was
Yep.
a great win for the Rams.
We have a Seahawks fan in our midst up here.
It was their ball, I would just like to say, at the end of the game. If you looked back on the cameras, our player was
you're in the
definitely
Bay Area. Nobody cares about a Seahawks.
I'm just saying,
Hey, here comes up Jennifer Dessel. And she gets taken down. That's going to be a whistle. Waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Now, this is where frustration comes in. When you're down and you start, you're getting beat, you've got to show a little sportsmanship. They do an excellent job so far. She was just going after the ball, but a lot of teams will get down on themselves, start playing a little chippy. Hopefully this game go pretty clean.
So far, great clean game, both sides. No real strong challenges.
And Contra Costa has a total of only 5 yellow cards, and Solano actually has 7. So I think Contra Costa seems to be a little bit of a nicer team here. Both teams.
And the ball hit our cameraman, Vinny, but he saved the camera, so that's all that matters. Good job, Vinny.
Thank God Vinny saved it.
Yeah. It's an expensive camera down there. He'd have to be paying for it. 'Cause that's written in your contract, you know. You got to protect the camera first. And
Wait, did we sign contracts for this?
you didn't know?
No.
I have your contract downstairs.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yikes. Is this just like I don't get paid either?
Yep.
Everybody else gets paid?
Yep.
Oh. Darn you guys.
We get paid with experience here at the Solano College Sports Network.
That's right.
And there is no value to that.
Exactly. Hands-on learning, the way we all love to learn. So if you're interested in any sports broadcasting, from camera work to working behind the scenes, running the board, to being up here in the booth, come talk to Professor Greg Poff. He can give you all you need to know to help come join the Solano College Sports Network. So, Nick, how'd you hear about us? Because this is your first game, first time we met you today.
Got to give it to my main cameraman, Orlando Torres, and one of the best camera guys out there. He told me they were looking for some sports soccer broadcasting and a little bit of analyst. I said, hey, you know, that's my sport. I'll join in.
I'm glad you can.
I've heard about the legendary Pop.
He's such a joy.
His doppelganger is Pete Carroll.
Nice.
They look dead on when he's got his shaggy hair going. It's pretty funny. But yeah,
I can see that, actually.
welcome back, Orlando Torres. It's been a long time since we had him behind the camera.
Torres.
I can't roll my R's for the life of me.
Good little spin move there by Jordan Hish. Hish gets it to Lewis. Lewis sends it up to Dessel. Dessel is one woman to beat. Can she get around her? No, she can't. And it's stolen away by the Comets. Good job there by Hish by just knocking it down. She has very good ball control when it's at her feet.
Great control of the ball, both feet. Quick turns, small spaces she can get out of a challenging situation.
Trying to send the ball up. Pass a little offline. And I don't know about that one, but it's going to be in favor of the Comets.
Classic soccer injury. No diss against soccer players whatsoever.
They're half soccer players, half actors. You got to remember that. They take acting lessons, you know, when they get up to the bigger tiers.
Well, you know, they're going so fast. Sometimes a small flick, you can't see it. It might, you know, take them out.
And you
But,
roll to
once
prevent
they
injury.
once they hear contact, they got to go down.
Yeah. My favorite person to watch and make fun of course, is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Great hairstyle.
Yeah, he's the best actor there is in soccer, man. But he does get hampered a lot. He's one of the best players in the world, but Messi still owns that title.
That's true. Got to give Messi credit. Just humble guy. You know?
Yep. But as for teams, you got to look at Germany. Won the World Cup. They're going to win the Euro Cup coming up.
I hope not. I'm going for Ireland. Ireland. We got a great draw against them the other day. Go Ireland, 1-1.
I've always wanted to go to Ireland. Or Australia, but I heard they have giant spiders. And I'm terrified of spiders. So I think I'm just going to go to Ireland.
And here comes Solano again. Just great formation here. Just working the passes. Doing a good job. Desiree Lewis sends it through her legs. She has space. Getting tracked down by Nazrana Kahan. Sends it to middle. And it's just sent away, and Jelena Hust tracking it down and throw this one in to right into the foot of Kyla Williams. Williams to Dessel.
It's refreshing to see them cross that midline there. It's a little bit of hope.
And the hope has dwindled away as Solano just keeps this onslaught of just defender after defender just coming up and doing an excellent job.
And these two teams both know the last meeting and how one-sided it was. That will play an effect on the minds prior to the game. And you know, Solano came in confident, and the Commons with the woman down, it's not easy. Knowing they lost 8-1 last meeting.
So we're coming down here with 2 minutes and 32 seconds, not including stoppage time, which I don't think there'll be much stoppage time here in this first half. It's been a pretty clean half. 5 goals in so far for Solano, and Hendershot coming up. That was a little bit scary.
Oh, that was a chance. First goal there. Got to capitalize on those chances.
Working the ball up to Lewis, and Desiree turns the corner, and she's gone into the corner. Trying to work it through. Good ball control. And who touched it last? And it's going to be Solano ball.
They love that left-hand side. Got a lot of fast runners there.
Oh, good header. Williams just a little too hard for Hish. And there's going to be 2 minutes left on the clock. That's what the referee just said. So he's going to be watching this as it's been all Solano all first half as they lead 5-0, 14-3 on the shots on net. And I haven't quite seen one really excellent shot from Contra Costa quite yet.
No clear-cut opportunities yet for them.
So
just trying to get a hold of the ball and move the ball around. I know it's hard with one less player, but I think they should have had a better game plan coming in. Solano shut them down.
Jordan Lewis trying to press it up here. Desiree Lewis now drops it back to Williams. Williams up to Dessel. Sir, I'm sorry. Sir shoots, and it's up and over, no good. But she was close. A little too much boot on that one.
Had a couple options in the box as well, but good shot. A little too high.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, Stosh.
Now you're stealing my lines. I told you that one.
What? No, you did not.
See, at this point, 5-0, I think if it was a closer game, she might have looked for the pass first, then score, but I think everybody just wants to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think you're right.
5 different Falcons have scored in this first half.
Wow.
Cindy Schoberg, Jasmine Coldreon, Jennifer Dessel, Kyla Williams, and Jordan Lewis, the 5 girls that all scored here in the first half. So sharing the wealth, as they would call it.
Great to see that. All 5 getting a little confidence boost in there.
Sharing is caring.
Exactly.
You should take your own advice sometimes, Remy. And that would be the end of the first half where Solano leads 5-0 over the Contra Costa Comets. Remington Green, your takes from the first half.
I thought that it was fantastic. I am super happy for Solano. 5-0 is a great way to start the game. Contra Costa, hopefully they're sketching up a new game plan. They do look a little defeated, but I think they're going to come out of that half with a little bit more energy and optimism.
Nick Nolan, what does Contra Costa have to do here to come back and at least get 1 goal in the second half?
I just got to see more belief in them. They don't look like they're working together as a team. They're kind of just trying to keep up with Solano. They got to build their own plays themselves and not just respond to Solano. And maybe a little more through balls like Solano was doing. Get them working a little bit in the defense. Make them work.
So there you go. Solano at 5-0. We're at halftime. So we're going to go to commercial break. Be back after for the second half here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Remington Green here in the booth with Nick Dolan, and we are announcing your Solano Falcon game. The Lady Falcons are up 5-0 against the Contra Costa Comets. What are you looking for? What's going to be a big change here, Nick Dolan, in the second half?
Solano's going to come out and I feel like they're just going to change everything tactically, try and get everyone on the ball. You know, they've got a healthy lead. I don't see them really, up in the tempo too much, maybe a goal or two this half. But, they have the women extra, and I think they're just going to play their game, work on some things for the upcoming matches, which are going to be a lot more challenging. So we'll see what happens.
Definitely. Great analysis there.
Thanks.
All right, so the ball is out, kicked out by number 12 on Contra Costa, Deanna Guzman. Retrieved by our very own Jordan Hish. Thrown back in by Darian Sir.
Yeah, I played some of these games. I've been in the Commons position where they're down a man, and it's not easy. You know, you have to work. You have to be. Key thing here is to be communicating all the time, which I don't see a lot of. I see way more with Solano. I hear a lot more talking, and that's why they're up 5-0. So, you know, Commons need to be talking more.
Definitely. Communication is key no matter which sport you play, especially in soccer, and especially, you know, if you are in Contra Costa's shoes or boots.
True.
All right, number 9, Sarah Lysenko with the defense there. Getting the ball back in. I'm also so just intrigued by her as a player. She's just so solid. She's so young. And she brings such a great presence to the team.
Sir?
Lysenko.
Oh,
Sarah
Lysenko.
Lysenko.
Yeah,
number
definitely.
9, yeah, on the Falcons.
She's tough.
She is.
Bulldozer back there.
She is.
Not going to let you through.
So what were the keys? You had mentioned previously how you have played before in games where you were a man down. How do you get through that? What do you, besides like communication, is there anything playing wise? There goes the goal there by
What a finish.
Woo!
Just as you were finishing up what you were saying, what a goal. Wow, that was great teamwork. You know, Dessel, Schoberg once again showing what they do.
And Dessel with goal number 2 in the game, just beginning of the second half, 2 minutes in.
That was so fast, we didn't even see it.
That was so fast.
And great teamwork. These two have played together before prior back in high school, and they have a lot of communication together. Great chemistry. Dessel, Schoberg, deadly duo up front.
That does. That playing with your teammates over time definitely does affect how you guys play on a whole. And I think that's still something that Contra Costa is struggling with.
Right.
A little bit of a fight for the ball there.
As you said, you can tell they're a young team, still trying to work out, you know, the kinks and where everyone plays.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're an experienced team that's played together, whether it's club, in school, or here in Solano, like Solano, I mean, these girls have played a lot together, and you can just tell they know where they want the ball, where they excel at, and that's why they're showing it in the scoreboard.
There you go. Hamister with the ball here. Playing a little bit of a keep away with number 7, Lucy. She's been getting a lot of work done today. Pass Amanda Hautzel right back to Lucy. Jennifer Dessel looks a little bit lost there. Three girls on 2. So definitely that. I know we keep stressing that one man down, but it does make a huge difference in this game.
It's huge. I mean, when you're playing in a big field like this, you get drained. Playing 11v11 if you're a dominant team, and now 10v11, it's not easy for the Commons coming into Solano, especially away, and it's showing.
14. Contra Costa looks like they're coming out a little bit stronger now, trying to fight a little bit, just trying to get that ball back, trying to get as much possession as they can, which is how you get goals here. So they're trying.
Yeah, early setback for them. They should have been a little bit more concentrating in the first 5 minutes. You want to be compact, but they let a goal in, and the coach would be disappointed with that, especially just coming off through the halftime team talk. So we'll see.
Number 9 with the kick in, Mary Salazar. Mary Salazar actually is one of the only 3 girls on the team that have scored a goal, including Diana Guzman and Abigail Perez. So she is definitely a key player.
And I'm sure Solano's well aware of that.
Yes.
That's why she hasn't touched the ball too much today. Keeping her mark tight.
Lucy's still getting in a lot of work today. 2-on-1 in that sandwich all day long.
God. That sandwich is key.
Yeah. Oh. Offsides call. I never understand offsides. Soccer is definitely not my forte.
Well, once you pass that halfway line, you cannot be the last person back if you're the offensive side. You have to be on level with the last defender. So, on a couple occasions you've seen, it's an advantage if you're just standing there. It's kind of like puppy guarding, you know. You kind of have to play even with the last defender, so otherwise you could just stand up there all day. That's what offsides is.
All right. Thank you for that.
Soccer 101.
Soccer lessons by Nick Dolan.
Thank you.
All right. Looks like it's going to be Contra Costa ball or Solano ball. Just kidding.
I may start my own book. Who knows?
You totally should.
Yeah.
We could advertise
Irish
it here.
soccer. Nicholas Dolan. Tell you a little bit about Ireland too.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Do you prefer Nicholas over Nick?
Well, it is what my parents gave me, so just kidding. I don't know. Either one, whatever sounds better.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, ball up. 26. Gibbsy Vilchis on the team. She's been getting a lot of touches today. Trying to keep the ball out, but clearly unsuccessful with the 6-0 on the board.
Clearly.
Number 7 with the juke. Lucy Barbosa's just trying to get the ball. She's just doing her best out there.
Yeah,
Juking.
definitely.
3, just like I said earlier, 3 girls on 1 is tough to beat. Number 9, Mary Salazar boots it down the field. Amanda Hatzel couldn't get there enough time.
Contra Costa needs to press more on these Solano Falcons. They're giving them too much respect. Our Falcons here are really showing how to show the physical side of the game, and the Commons are not really responding to it.
And we have a goalkeeper change in the Solano side. Anna Castro's coming in for Danelle Hendershot, who during halftime was on the athletic training bench for an injury with a second-degree ankle sprain. Wonder how she played through that first half. But
I've done that before where your ankle's hurt. I rolled my ankle, and ankle's one of those things where you'll feel it as it progresses, and that's what soccer players do. They love to play the game, and a little ankle's not going to stop them. But hers, that sounds pretty severe, so she's tough.
looks like a little bit of a tussle down there on the field. 18, Amanda Hatzel, and number 9, Mary Salazar. Looked like Amanda Hatzel kind of did just laid on top of her for a second. Salazar definitely was not happy at all with that. Great kick upfield by Anna Castro.
Getting a little feisty down there.
Yes. Girls soccer is one of the most feistiest sports, I would say. All my friends played soccer. I was the one kid that didn't play soccer in my friends group.
Oh, wow.
And so I've seen a lot of soccer games, and I've seen a lot of yellow cards. Lucy coming up with the ball. Pass to number 12. Deanna Guzman, also one of the only players that have scored on the Comet side. Kicked up by Kyla Williams. And doesn't seem to be able to control it.
It just seems so hard for the Commons to orchestrate an attack. They just, with that, I keep going back to it, but with the 10 girls against 11, especially a young team, they're looking for the options. They just can't seem to find them.
And the weird thing is that Contra Costa actually has 16 girls on the roster. So is it possible that, all of the other girls, the 6 girls on the team, are hurt or just unable, don't make grades perhaps? Who knows?
It's a
Christy
shame when
Garcia
you only
with
have
the kick out.
10.
Yeah. 12-on-12 action right there. Sarah Lysenko, Deanna Guzman. Looks like just a lot of kick back and forth to each other right now.
It's really hard for both teams to find motivation now because with Solano, they've got a healthy lead, up by 6 goals, and the Commons are just trying to find themselves, and both teams kind of just dragging it out. This is where you can get injured though. You want to be fully on your toes, no complacency, play your game, work on your fitness, and I'm sure Solano coach would have stressed that during halftime, not to get complacent.
It almost sounds like you're describing a Solano Falcon practice.
Ooh.
Do you feel that maybe the girls are taking it as such with their lead? How do you combat being, arrogant and cocky with, 6-0 is a pretty big lead to have in a soccer game.
Right. I think you nailed it. How you practice is how you play, and if they're not showing it on the training ground, then they're not going to show it in the game. And they've got an easy match today, and hopefully they can use this to motivate it for their matches coming up. But Solano's got talent. They just got to find that aggression and that hunger, which I know they have.
Hamister with the ball connected to Kyla Williams, who is just trying to get that ball up. A lot more of the ball is on the Solano's side, which is also nice to see. Schoberg coming in, going up the line. Can she get it in? And she is tripped up by Chrissy Garcia, the goalkeeper for Contra Costa. And that is
Penalty.
no good. Great effort there by Schoberg, however. And she, with the first goal of the game, you know, she went out for a little bit in the first half. Back in. I think she's ready now. She wants to score again. Jennifer Dessel has 2 goals. Maybe they're going to try and match goal for goal.
Typical striker rivalry there. Schoberg's a veteran player. She's played all her life. She knows she's a smart player. Been riddled with injuries, though, throughout her soccer career, which is a shame. She's definitely got a talent. I called her back in high school the next Alex Morgan. And, hey, she can still live up to it, but we'll see.
Did you have any nicknames, professional player references?
I was called the greatest,
Okay.
and I still am.
All right, then.
Oh, man.
Anna
Hard to live
Castro
up to
with
it,
the
but-
save there. Not like Schoberg can.
Exactly.
Anna with the save, throwing it back in. Sarah Lysenko looks a little confused there.
I'll tell you one defender I didn't like going by when I played was our cameraman, Orlando Torres. Tough defender.
Oh,
You don't want to mess with him.
a little bit of rivalry here in the booth. Up Jennifer Dessel. Can she get it? Connected to Schoberg. Christy Garcia saves it again. Great job as the only goalkeeper on the squad. Still remains fierce.
A Dessel Schoberg duo right there. They're working well together again. One of them setting each other up.
Lucy Barbosa, sorry. With the stop, Kyla Williams. Number 12 on the squad, Deanna Guzman, connecting to 14. Julia Lima, staying on a Solano side, which is definitely good for them. Darian Sears trying to bring it up, trying to catch that quick lane like she's been getting all day long.
Handball there.
Handball, apparently, says our soccer master,
Oh, thank you.
Nick Dolan, the greatest.
Thanks.
Darian Sir, kicking it in. Nick, do you have a favorite soccer film?
That is a tough question. I mean, everyone's heard of Goal. That's one of my favorites. But I like that movie with Will Ferrell. Oh, hold on.
Ooh, Hamister with an open goal. Can she get? Oh, just too far out. Right, close, too close for comfort there.
She was leaning back on that one. You got to let your knee over the ball and just power through it.
Nine for the squad. Mary Salazar kicking it in. Looked like that ball rebirved off of the knee of Hamister into her face. Kyla Williams. The pass back to Hamister, number 5. To Calderon.
Nice.
And to Schoberg. That was a great succession of passes there.
Yeah, just once again, Schoberg getting caught offside. A little bit too eager to get in front of those last defenders. But once again, Schoberg looking hungry, and I predict a goal in the next few minutes for Schoberg. She looks hungry.
Okay.
Speaking of hungry, Chipotle sounds good.
What? Chipotle is my favorite. I love, however, when people say that they do not like Chipotle but are in love with Taco Bell.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
It's like saying you'd rather play with 10 men than 11. You know?
Just doesn't make sense, especially not for Contra Costa today, who is down 6-0. And Dessel almost open there. Schoberg.
And once again, Schoberg caught offsides. You can see that was very unselfish from Dessel there. Great pass to Schoberg, but Schoberg once again, the defender stepped up on the offside trap. Great play by the Commons to force the offsides.
I feel like that's one of the few strategies that they have.
Yeah, they're trying to use that offside trap all game. but as you can see, 6 goals went in. So
Mary Salazar booting it up the field. Lucy Barboza Medescal with the pass. And they're trying to gain ground, but there's a lot of blue on white here. Amanda Hatzel kicking it to the other side of the field. Jennifer Dessel. I'm always a little nervous when that happens. I feel like somebody's going to get hit in the face with the ball.
well, that would be called a header.
No, like literally getting kicked in the face by the ball.
Oh, okay.
Jordan Hish coming up the left side. Tripped up with, I can't see the number there, but slow to get up, but she is all right. Darian Sir retrieving the ball back. And there's just a lot of open field here, a lot of area to just pass it back and forth between the Falcons. And Hamister just couldn't get to that ball in time.
This is exactly what they want to do, just knock the ball around, get confident. You know, once you keep possession, you can transition that into the next upcoming games. And the more they feel comfortable with one another, the more momentum they'll build for the next coming games. So that's what they want, just to slow the game down, knock the ball around, play some nice soccer.
Great analysis there, Mr. Dolan. Finally, past defender, Amanda Hatzel, 17. Abigail Perez bringing the ball up, getting a little tripped up there. That ball online is always tricky. And Mansell kicks it out of bounds. Still keeping it, however, on the Falcon side.
Beautiful day out for some nice football. Or should I say soccer? Should be called football, though.
Football.
I mean, you play with your foot, you know? Doesn't make sense, but
Here in America, we call this game soccer.
that's true.
Do they call it football in Ireland?
Yes, they do. And once again,
Jeez.
offsides.
And another offsides call. Which is was that a green card I just saw?
Yellow card.
A yellow card. Why does it look
Because-
green?
Maybe the sun's reflected on it. Kind of looks like a lime green, but it's actually yellow. And what happened there is Schoberg was upset with the offsides call, and she kicked the ball away. And in turn, the referee gave her a yellow card for wasting time. Or
And
kicking
that
the
will
ball
be
away.
her 3rd yellow card overall. Which seems like a lot of yellow cards for one player.
Well, you know, she can be a little feisty. But
Could you ever get suspended for just yellow cards? Or does it have to go to a red card?
I believe if it's a number, I think if it's 5 yellow cards in a season, you miss the next game.
Oh, wow.
But automatic red card is suspension,
Oh.
which could result in 2 yellow cards in one game or just a straight red card offense.
What would be a red card offense?
Well, elbows.
Like a reasonable.
You know, elbows, biting, which we've seen in the professional game. 2 late slide tackling challenges from behind. Just those are all red. Or, you know, pushing a player, punching, those kind of things.
Etc. Kyla Williams on the right side, trying to control the ball, bringing it up. Pass to Schoberg, who is not offsides. And the ball is in! A second goal by Schoberg of the game into the 20th minute of the second half.
And I don't want to say I called it. I don't like saying it, but I did. And Schoberg scores again. And I told you she was hungry, and man, she is ready to go. It's another goal for her. I think that's her 7th of the season.
Making the score itself 7-0 Solano Falcons. Still not quite at that 13 mark there.
Well, 6 more.
But over the 4, that's for sure. All right.
I'm standing true to my prediction. We'll see what happens.
Calderon going out for 20. Jordan Lewis, who actually scored the 5th goal in the first half of the game. Let's see if she's going to score that 8th. Schoberg and Dessel both with 2 goals for the Falcons today. Great focus there by Hamister. Do you watch the ball, or do you? I just don't know anything really about soccer. Anagastro with the save.
You want to have your eye on the ball. It's key, but you got to be watching the player's feet at the same time. So it's a lot of multitasking.
Tough business.
Definitely.
Schoberg with the ball control right to Hamister. 25 juked out. Lizette Hurtado. Kyla Williams just going through everybody. She is on her way to the goal, and does she get it in? She does! Second goal by Williams today.
What a finish.
Nice job. She had the 4th goal in the first half, and now the 8th goal in the second half. Great run there by Kyla Williams.
Brilliant, brilliant run. Nutmegs the defender through the legs. Nice touch, great speed. And that was just a quality finish. I mean, that's goal of the game to me. That was brilliant.
Okay. Contra Costa looking a little defeated there on the field. How do you come back from the 8th goal?
I don't know. How do you come back from the 6th and 7th? I mean, they're trying to find themselves right now. It's not easy. You know, this is going to be deflating once again. Back-to-back heavy defeats for the Commons, and you know the coach has to be able to motivate them a little bit stronger because they can't be giving up, you know, football-sized, baseball-sized scores, and that's what they're doing.
Number 9, nobody around her, yet she kicks it out. Mary Salazar.
We're more than halfway to that 13 mark I predicted, but who knows?
And slowly chipping away there. Ball will be tossed in by 14. Darian Sir to Jordan Lewis, who's looking for another goal. Hamister still hasn't had one for the day, but she has definitely been a key with assists. And the ball, no, just too far. Too far up, too far out. Almost, Hamister, almost.
Great build-up play again. Solano just really knocking the ball around, getting everyone a chance to take a shot on goal. And that's the key thing. You want to take some shots and get everyone's confidence up.
All right, number 9, Salazar. Kicking it in to Kyla Williams again, who is dangerous. I would do my best to keep that ball away from those feet if I were in the comments, but since I am not, I guess it's the cookie's just gonna crumble the way it does.
And it is already crumbled.
Looks like a little bit of frustration from Comet teammates. 7, Lucy, Barbosa Medescal, and Mary Salazar. Just wanting to get her teammate Mary to just kick that ball up and get it out. Get it off the Comet side. Last thing they need is another goal for the Falcons, and that's definitely a confidence eraser. If it hasn't already been erased at this point.
Yeah. They look like they lack a certain cohesion once they get to the final third of the field. The Commons, they're looking to see how they can get a shot on. One of these players just needs to take the game to Solano. Just take them on and pop a shot. Let that goalie work.
Looks like number 12, Deanna Guzman, has attempted that. She's got to get through Amanda Hatzel, Sarah Lysenko, Angelina Hust. And after all that, she's got to get through Ana Castro. So she's got a long ways to go before she can get to that goal. And the wind is kicking out here.
Yeah.
Into the booth. And it's always forever windy here.
Definitely plays into the hands of the Falcons women compared to the Commons coming in here away from home, not used to it.
What do you think? What do you think is a game changer? What would you like to see happen next?
Well, in terms of the Commons, I'd like to see them take these Solano women on. You know, I want to see our Falcons get challenged. I we're not seeing too much of it. It's kind of a Commons team, kind of lost out there, and with a woman down, it's obviously tough, but they just don't look like they know what to do once they're in the final third. As I said before, as you said earlier, only 3 girls have scored total all season for them, and we've already had 5 different goal scorers for the Solano team today. So that just shows you the difference in terms of cohesion.
All right, Jennifer Dessel, Gibbsy Vilchis. Looks like they had a little bit of a foot race there, and the ball was kicked out by Gilbsy.
I think that's another thing that you pointed out. The foot races here today, all won by Solano, and that's one thing the Commons will look at when I look back at the tape, is that they are not up to fitness compared to at least Solano. I'm sure the rest of the league as well, especially with 10 women playing. You want to be conditioned.
Ball reverbed off the head of Mary Salazar. And that is another goal by Jennifer Dessel. Wow. 3rd of the game. 3, 6, and 9. And she's just going to keep on tallying up those goals.
Wow.
Goodness.
That's the striker's gift right there. They love it. It's a hat trick. 3 goals, 1 game. Jenny Dessel having herself a ball game.
There they go. Solano's ready. Back in their positions.
Not
Keep on going.
Kind of a humble celebration there,
Yeah.
I'd expect a little bit more flair, maybe a little Dougie, maybe a little dance going.
Shmoney dance.
That's what I do.
Men and women are just a little bit different in that aspect.
Oh. Well, I'll be out there dancing. You'll see me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great. But I bet it is exciting, however, to score a goal. Dance inducing, of course. Not for Jennifer Dessel, though.
Next best thing to Disneyland, scoring a goal.
Mm-hmm. And you are the greatest, so of course they can't expect anything but a dance.
Why would I let him down? Come on.
All right. Now it's Rana Khan with the ball in. She hasn't been getting a lot of touches on the ball today, which is surprising because they only got 10 girls on the squad. So it seems like a lot of work for just a couple. And like we mentioned before, there's only 3 girls on the team entirely that have scored a goal for the season. So sharing is caring, and we hope that the Comets start sharing a little bit more. Hamister trying to get Lucy away from the ball. Bringing it back to the middle to Kyla Williams. Into Amanda Hatzel in the backfield. And they are just passing the ball around at this point.
Just kind of knocking the ball around. Slowly but surely the legs will go.
Darian Sir to the ball. She is getting closer to the goal as she goes. She's swing wide, and Chrissy Garcia says, not right now. I would say no, not in my house, but the score is 9-0, so just a couple times in her house.
Yes, makes sense. Her house has been opened up a little too much. But, yeah. At least Chrissy's saying not number 10, so that's good. Keep it at a double digits. That'd be nice.
Mary Salazar kicking the ball just down the field. That might have been the farthest the ball has gone in Solano territory all day long. Castro's kicking it up. Nice kick. More than halfway down the field. And we've got Jennifer Dessel on the ball again. It is kicked out by Nazarana Khan, who is defense. That's probably why she hasn't been getting a lot of touches on the ball today.
Probably.
Just a wild thought. Kyla Williamson to Jordan Hish. Blocked by Nicole Galvin to 10. Schoberg, who couldn't get the ball controlled.
Rare
Jordan Lewis.
miscontrol from Schoberg there.
That is so. Behind Kyla, 17-7, Lucia Barbosa Mariscal. And they're just trying to get that ball downfield. But once it gets to that backfield, it's all just a game of pass back for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Jordan Lewis bringing the ball up. She scored once today, the 5th goal. And let's see if she can bring any more for the second half.
What a goal that was, off the crossbar and then ricocheted off the goalie. Great strike from distance.
Hamister getting a lot of action today in the sideline action.
Yes.
Jordan Hish, also another key player, and she's been playing her entire life, so it's all good to see, girls become women in the game of soccer.
Definitely, and this team definitely jiving together. They know each other outside of it, and they've played a lot together, so that always, chemistry plays a long way, especially in soccer. Huge field, they know where to play the ball, they know which foot they'd like to use, and the kind of runs they'd like to make, so.
Chemistry just works in all sports.
Right.
Baseball, tennis with your partner, softball. Everything really. Chemistry does count. Schoberg coming up the right side. Getting closer to the net. 26 in her way. Lizette Hurtado. She's bringing it out. She's taking it easy right here. Passing the ball to Hamister in the back. To Kyla Williams, who came up right through that lane earlier to score her second goal, the 8th goal of the match. And now we've got Jennifer Dessel coming up the left side. Passing it to Jordan Lewis. To Kyla Williams. And it is just a passing game right now.
Really just widening the game up, stretching the Commons defense and midfield out even more. Great play from Solano.
Lucy just couldn't get that pass from Lizette. So the ball will be out in Falcon ball.
Solano they haven't been threatened all game. They've been there was one clear chance for the Contra Costa Commons, and that was about it early in the first half. Other than that, they don't look like they're going to get scored on. It looks like they're going to be a well worth shutout for both keepers and the defense.
Have you seen anything different in Comet play so far?
To be honest, no. First half they had a decent spell, but they exposed themselves too much, and that's what the goal slipped in. In the second half, they just looked even more tired now, and it's hard. You have to understand they're a young team, and it looks like they're chasing shadows a lot. It's hard.
Harsh analysis there by Nick Dolan. And it's just still a game of cat and mouse here. Jordan Lewis letting that ball go through.
That's pretty harsh too there.
Yeah, well.
Go Falcons.
Go both teams. It's a great game here. A little bit of station identification. You are here in the Falcons' Nest with the Solano College Sports Broadcasting Network. The score is 9-0 Falcons with 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. I'm Remington Green here with my partner Nick Dolan. And we've got number 9, Mary Salazar, kicking the ball back in to get this game started. Still a little bit of a slow game. Has its points where it did pick up, but it's slowing down now that both teams are getting a little bit tired.
Definitely.
Jordan Lewis with the ball.
The pace of the game has slowed down. We already know who the winner is going to be, so both teams kind of just, dragging along. Solano trying to keep the ball while the Commons are trying to work an attack going.
Mary Salazar kicking it right into Jennifer Dessel there. Dessel looks a little amused.
She's thinking about that hat trick.
7 kicking it back to Lucy. Lucy, number 7, is kicking it back to Christy Garcia, their goalkeeper. 7 connected to Mary Salazar. Mary Salazar to Deanna Guzman. They're just trying to get the ball on the other side of the field.
Just a little bit
Trying
harder
to
of
give
a
their
ball,
defense.
and they would have had that through ball through, but good defense again, once again by Solano by reading that.
Darian Sir coming up the left side. Getting a little push to shove there. But number 5. Now Zarana Khan kicks it to Christy Garcia, who boots it down the field to Sarah Lysenko. Like we mentioned before, number 7, Lucy, has some potential, but it is ripped away by our very own.
Just a strong defense by Solano. They don't look threatened. Every time they have a chance, they shut it down.
What is the key to a successful defense?
Aggression and communication, and you're seeing that with a lot of talking, a lot of pointing fingers. Very tight when it comes to marking the players and not giving them a chance, not letting them dwell on the ball. They go after it right away, and you're seeing that they're fast, they're strong, physical. That's what you want as a defense, and they haven't let a goal in.
And where does the Comets defense lack those attributes?
Definitely communication. I don't hear them at all, and they just look, there's a couple players that are on their agenda. They're not on the same page, it looks like a lot of the time. You see a lot more leadership with Solano than Commons, and I think that's what Commons are lacking, is someone to lead them.
All right. 25 is down on the field for the Comets. Lizette Hurtado. Looks like it's a knee issue.
Could have been how she was landed there.
Perhaps an ankle issue. A little bit hard to tell from this point. Looks like she might have the ability to get up a little bit. Teammates Nazrana Khan and Abigail Perez are helping her up. And they can't afford to lose another girl today.
Jeez. 9 players now on the field. She's been running all day.
She's got smiles, however, which is a little bit deceiving.
Indeed.
She's just trying to make a valiant exit for her squad.
Yeah, at least she's smiling. Keep the smiles going.
I think the Comets are going to need a little bit more than smiles, though, to try and stick to this defense they're keeping up with.
Yeah.
Looks like Allison Auber, the head of Solano's training program, is tending to the Comets player. But we're zooming to the game. We have Sarah Lysenko with the ball to Jordan Lewis, who's got a wide open field ahead of her. But Comets get in front of her. Jennifer Dessel here on the right side coming up, making sure she is fair in that offsides department. Passing it back to Hamister, who's going to bring it towards the middle, where Sarah Lysenko is waiting patiently for the ball. Darian Sir assessing the ball before she kicks it to Jordan Lewis.
Another offsides there. Solano just a lot of wide open players now that the Commons have 2 less women on the field. It's just going to be a lot of running now for them.
Is it just me, or do I see 8 players on the field? I see 8 Comets. Am I mistaken?
I think you're correct.
Wow, okay.
They may be playing with 8.
They're playing with 8 girls at this point.
But I think Solano took off a couple players as well. It looks like that's kind of playing fair game.
Solano has 9 on the squad, or on the field at the moment. While the Comets only have 8 girls. Okay.
That's good sportsmanship from
That
the
is
Falcons
very
there.
good sportsmanship for the Falcons.
They have a lot of players that they can use, and they're taking off 2 just to make the game a little more balanced, which is the right thing to do.
Which is the right thing to do, especially when you've got a 9-point lead.
Exactly.
Don't want to step on the throats here. Let's make it a learning opportunity and work out a little bit. So that's great work there by Solano coach.
Right.
Ana Castro kicking it in, shanked off her foot to Jelena Hust. Number 9, Mary Salazar staying strong, doing the best she can, despite her lack of teammates on the field. Sarah Lysenko bringing the ball in the middle. Have you seen more goals being scored up the middle or on the sides of the fields?
Definitely up the middle, and they've been doing that all game long. Falcons really attacking those through balls, using their speed advantage, and it's worked all game. Through ball is key in soccer, and the coach, obviously, that's what they worked on in training, because that's all they're doing is through balls.
Hamister's taking it all the way up the right side, passing it to Kyla Williams, who looks like she's going to pass it right on back to Jelena Hust. And there's just so much open space here on this field right now. A lot of grass for, what would be, a lot more girls. Sarah Lysenko trying to get through.
They say sometimes you learn the most from a loss, and the Commons going to have to look back at this and see where they went wrong. I would say they need the leader. They need a leader. They're lacking that communication.
And there's been a lot of opportunity in the past couple minutes of Solano to score, but they just haven't gone into full attack mode. Why do you think that is?
I think maybe they're not pushing for the goal 100%. They're more trying to keep the ball, work the ball around, use each other, make each other work. With the lead, such a large lead, they're not really focused on getting that 10th goal.
We're at the 2-minute mark now, not including any extra time that may be added on by officials. And it looks, I've never seen this before, a team come back with one player less than the opposing side.
Almost impossible, right?
Almost impossible. But there is that word almost. It is a 9-0 Solano Falcons with the lead. And it looks like it's just going to be as the equivalence of the knee down for every down for football. They're just going to keep kicking it around.
Yeah.
And Sydney Schoberg with the first and 7th goal. We had Jasmine Calderon with the 2nd goal. Jennifer Dessel with the hat trick of the 3rd, 6th, and 9th goal. Kyla Williams coming in strong at the very end with the 4th and 8th goal, while Jordan Lewis has the 5th goal. Both her and Calderon share the single goal for both girls scored today. But still, a big part of the scoreboard.
Definitely. It's good to see a lot of goal scorers on the sheet today, not just dominated by 1 or 2.
Definitely. And that always makes everyone feel good. Confidence is key, just like communication is key. The better you do, the better you feel. And Jordan Lewis coming up through the middle, trying to fight through, but she just kicks it out. She's in the box. And she's passing it back to Jordan Hish, who doesn't exactly get to Kyla Williams, but she kicks it downfield. Looks like Ana Castro's going to get there. Kicking it out to Jennifer. Darian Sir.
Well played from Castro.
All right, and that wraps up the game for us tonight. Solano Falcons with the dominant victory, 9-0 over the Contra Costa Comets. Thanks again for watching. You're here with the Solano College Sports Broadcasting Network, and I am Remington Green, signing off with my partner, Nick Dolan. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.